If the crash retrievals are true, then all bets are off.
It's very hard for people to get their minds around where the real power is. And it's not at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The reality is something much more stark.
They've been working on this for 60, 70, perhaps 80 years.
The reason why the government is talking about these UFOs now, they're getting ready for the next level of war.
Are these objects a national security concern?
They're proffering a narrative of a national security threat that doesn't exist.
I call them alien reproduction vehicles. They're made by private corporations somewhere on this planet.
Technology from Roswell from 1947 has largely been held back from us.
Portal technology, teleportation, whatever you can imagine, it's already been done.
The biggest secrets are not the zero-point energy and electrogravitics. It's the science of consciousness. All their communication systems are moving through the consciousness field and are thought actuated. The people at the CIA call it WSFM, weird science and frickin' magic. The transdimensional interstellar technology will benefit humanity.
There has been tremendous disinformation.
The media is keeping secrets with the government.
These are lethal, vicious people. And I'm focused on exposing the extraordinary technologies that they want to keep secret. No aspect of life on Earth will be unaffected by it.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got a special report for you. We've got new UFO sightings just into Third Phase of Moon, including on-location ground reporting from Michael Schratt, who's over there in Roswell, the museum, the library, the archive of what really went down. And Michael Schratt's on location archiving history right now. Michael, hey, thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase.
Good to be with you guys. Yep.
All right.
Just
so what you've been
scanning probably 10,000 documents. This is from the museum archives, the research center. I'm also scanning things in for Dr. Greer. So we got a lot of new information, a lot of new cases, a lot of new drawings, a lot of things that I'm definitely going to have to commission because we've got some good cases to go over. But that's where I'm at right now. They just closed the place down. I spent literally 3 days going through all these boxes, all these 3-ring binders, and I love it. I love to do it.
You know, there's only one person on the planet doing this kind of work, and it's you, Michael. And again, 4 days on location, going over thousands of files, and you're scanning it in for historical prosperity. But can you tell us anything that you've come across recently while going over the archives over there at the Roswell Museum over there?
Yep. There were some very good cases with drawings. I'm going to definitely have to commission the artwork. One of the cases, it's kind of hard to describe it, but they look like 4 bell-shaped UFOs that a group of campers saw. This is like sometime right around 1966. I don't think the case has ever been seen before. That's just a quick example of what I found here. So I've got the original drawings for that. There's about a 2-page report, and I think it's obscure. I don't think anyone's seen these drawings before, but I'm eventually going to be using it on one of my upcoming Blue Room Media episodes.
Absolutely. Blue Room Media is blowing up on YouTube. It's a great channel. But let me get to this, Michael, because right now, everybody involved with Roswell, the direct people that were there, the firsthand eyewitnesses, they're all deceased and nobody's around anymore. So this is kind of sad. So we have this archive that you're developing and archiving all this information and data. There's other stories out there besides Roswell, other eyewitnesses, police officers, you name it. They're maybe possibly still alive, some of these people. Do you think it's possible through some of these archives that you've been going through that we could actually get in touch with some of these eyewitnesses and maybe do a follow-up? Because I'm sure these people are on different sides of the country. Go ahead.
It's very, very interesting that you mentioned this because, as you know, as you just mentioned, the 509th Bomb Group members have all passed now. They've all passed. So it's so loud here. It's so loud here. In the minds of the government, it's cover up complete. But there, like you mentioned, there are other crash retrievals, and that's why the Leonard Stringfield cases are so important, because he interviewed the first-hand military witnesses, the pilots, the air traffic controllers, the astronauts, the cosmonauts, people who worked on retrieving the bodies, the debris, the craft, first-hand eyewitnesses. Those people, we need to find them before it's too late. We got to find them.
You know, it's a race against time right now, Michael. Let me ask you. So you're in Roswell right now. Has anybody ever brought any material recovered from the Roswell crash to that museum?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. And if they did, we would be working on a completely different ball field at that point, because the way this is played is they don't care what you know, they care what you can prove. That's how this is played. So you're welcome to go to any university archive. I want to just take you down Roswell Main Street here, on boots on the ground reporting.
Love it.
They don't care what you know, they care what you can prove. So if anyone actually had a piece of debris, now you're on the radar screen. Now you got to be careful, because now it's a completely different ball game. But in a few days, it will be the 75th anniversary of this event. And are we really any closer now than we were on July 4th, 1947? In some aspects, we are closer. We have a little more information, but we're still lacking that physical evidence. We need it. In order to push this case through, we need it, regardless of the truth, whether it was extraterrestrial, whether it was a experiment, something the government put together. Either way, we still don't have that physical evidence. That's what it's going to take to push this forward.
It's a little windy over there, but it looks like a beautiful day. But let me ask you, so do you think it would be enticing to somebody if they had something in possession, not of this earth, the metal that would, you could crunch it up, it unfold, it's basically indestructible? Would a cash offer for $1 million maybe get somebody's attention and, you know, take it out of their closet and bring it to you or us at Third Phase of Moon and show it to the world? Do you think that would entice somebody?
You know, I think it would, but I don't think they would do it, because they realize the implications of what that would mean. You could change the world if you could prove this. You could really change the world. Dr. Greer talks about oil industries going bankrupt, solar power, nuclear power, internal combustion engines, all obsolete overnight if the propulsion systems of these craft could be reverse engineered and brought within the private sector. You know, people within the scientific community getting the information as a united coalition. Now we're moving forward as a society. That's what we need. That's what we need.
Do you think if somebody had these materials and they did come forward and maybe accept this $1 million offer for this material, do you think their lives would be in danger? And by the way, have you been followed around since you've been up in Roswell? Any MIB?
No MIB. No MIB. I don't know. I think it would be a little bit dangerous to come forward. Maybe that's why all these years there's been nobody's come forward to donate a piece of the debris to the museum, because they know how dangerous this is. And we got to remember, it was the civilians that got to the debris field and before the military. So there are souvenirs in this town. I'm sure of it. I'm positive that there are some people that still have parts of the craft, parts of the debris field. I'm sure of it. It's only human nature for people to be curious and want to snatch up a souvenir. So you can bet your bottom dollar that there's got to be someone that handed debris down through their family that still has it here in Roswell today. I'm sure of it. It only makes sense.
Well, we've got to break this paradigm because, like you're saying, somebody might be in possession of this material, this crashed debris, within a mile from you, for all we know, and they could go out there right now and meet up with Michael and show us the metal.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we got to go quick because go back tomorrow. But literally 5 nautical miles from where I'm standing, I'm sure that there is someone that has a piece of debris. It's up in an attic somewhere. It could be in a basement somewhere, but maybe they have the memory metal. It'd be so great to get that. I mean, we could change the world. Let's do it. Why wait another 75 years? Let's do it now while we can do something about it.
Then you're such an inspiration, Mike, and I'm hoping people hear this and listen, that, you know, we are on the front line of disclosure. We're trying to get to the bottom of it, and you're on location in Roswell archiving the history that has been kind of hidden from us all along, or some people are not even interested in the subject, but we're going to bring it to life, and we're going to be meeting up with you here shortly in Los Angeles. Again, we're doing our road trip across America, and we're going to be bringing you another documentary, our trilogy to Above Top Secret. But Michael, before I let you go, I know you've been busy and you've been working all day. You speak of this like this timeline, and we're losing the time.
Yes.
It's been over 70
That's
years.
Right.
And time's ticking. If we don't do it now, how's it going to look in the future in regards to this ufology and the government apparently bringing disclosure?
If we don't do this now, no one will. It's going to be up to us. This is the final curtain call, because if the cover-up is totally complete, which it basically is, we're just not going to get anywhere. So this is the final curtain call. If we don't wrap up this Roswell and the other crash retrievals that go on with it, everything that was mentioned about in Leonard Stringfield's status reports, if we don't land this plane, and I'm talking immediately, all of us are going to suffer the consequences. We need to get that brand new world that we've all been waiting for and hoping for. With this disclosure of this information, we're down the road of doing that. Absolutely.
Well, it sounds like it's a call to action, and that's what we're doing. It's a call to action to anybody out there that has technologies that haven't been seen, material that has not been studied. You know, there's so much things that we need to hurdle over, and it's a race, and it's a tough one. But hopefully, we could get to the finish line. Michael, appreciate it. Thanks for joining us here at Third Phase Moon. You're the best, man.
No problem. No problem. We'll stay on it. Yep.
All right, Michael, appreciate it.
Okay.
You know, this is what collaboration and, you know, what it takes to get to disclosure. And it's a hard, bumpy road that we're on, but we're going to figure it out. Now, we've got more videos from the public in regards to the phenomenon that's being captured on a daily basis. So let's get to this one right now. Guys, take a look at this. Did you guys see what we're looking at? I'm going to get a closer look. Something just zoomed by the squirrel, and we're trying to figure out exactly what it is. So we're inviting the public. We've got a few minutes in this stream, and why not? Let's just bring in the public. I'm going to put the StreamYard link. If you guys have any idea what we're looking at here, we'd sure like to get your opinions. Again, let's take a look at this. At first, I was thinking it's something celestial, but the way it's just kind of squiggling around in its topsy-turvy way, undulating, I don't think it's some kind of space debris coming in. And then at one point, I thought, could it be a kite? But again, it seems to traverse across the sky. Usually, the kites are pretty much in its area tethered to a string. This is kind of just wild the way it's moving along here. Somebody says that this video is poor quality. Let's just bring them in. Joe K says this video is crap. Joe K, I'm not exactly sure why you'd say that. Actually, it's coming in pretty clear, and after I did some enhancements, we're actually able to see it pretty good. So I think it's actually pretty cool video. I disagree with you on that one, but Steve Rush says it's alive. And that's a pretty good call, in my opinion. It's interesting the way it does have its squirrely look. Sam Steed says it doesn't. It definitely has. It's interesting. You got the squirrel, and then you got the squirrely UFO. Interesting. We got. I guess we've got somebody joining us. Let's bring them in the stream and let's get their opinion on it. Let's turn down that audio first. Spaceman, how you doing today?
Yeah, good, thanks. I really wanted to talk to you about the Roswell incident because I actually was a video 30 years, and I actually.
Unfortunately, there's an echo coming in on your end. There's an echo, so you're gonna have to turn your audio down on one of the monitors so we could hear what you're saying here. Let's try that again. Did you fix it, Spaceman? Oop, we lost Spaceman. I guess he dropped out. Yep. The audio is pretty bad. That's right, Rich. We have to have the quality standards here on Third Phase of Moon. Guys, I want to get your opinions. What do you think was captured? Is this some kind of kite, or is this some kind of biological life form? What do you think about Michael Schratt on location in the Roswell incident? Is there metals out there that could change the world overnight? That's what we want to know. And I really appreciate Michael joining us in today's episode. Again, we're traveling across the country very shortly, and we'll be posting on location right here at Third Phase Moon, meeting up with the people behind disclosure, and we're going to be bringing it to you as fast as possible. Guys, I want to thank you for joining us, and I also want to tell you, don't forget, there's a lot of things going on in our skies, and people are seeing them from around the world. So if you've captured anything amazing out there, upload that video to YouTube, copy paste it to my email. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Looking around, thinking it's only you. Only to find we're many more than a few. Where do they lie? How come we seldom see them? Right in between the lines is where they reside. No reason to fear, we know who's here. The narrative falls, trickle through the years on everyone. Solid system, no more lies rolling through the haze. History worth mention, ancient connections may see us through. Although not easy to say, we're not alone as you may believe.
Eminem, Third Phase of Moon. You can get the album. It's called Behind the Bell, streaming all streaming services, Spotify, iTunes, and Behind the Bell, Third Phase of Moon album.
If we find a way to communicate, a solid system, no more lies rolling through the haze. History worth mention. We're not alone, as many believe. We're not alone, as many believe.
six cheese. That's cool. I think it has a pretty cool groove, my friend. But hey, everybody's got opinions. Be safe, everybody.